Hi there, and welcome to the Creatives Get Real podcast. I'm Roben-Marie Smith.
And I'm Sandi Keene, and these are real conversations about the creative life. Hey, Robin.
Hey, dear. How are you?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing all right.
Good.
It's a bit of a rough week, but I'm good.
Yeah, we both had a bit of a rough week, which is why we weren't here last week.
Yep.
And it informed our topic today, didn't it?
It sure did.
Because we're going to talk about real conversations. We're about to have a real conversation. So people sit down, strap in, maybe take notes.
Yep. We're definitely getting real. We are talking today about when you just want to quit. That means quit like everything. Quit your art, quit your business, quit your stuff, and just stop. Yeah. I felt like that on Monday this week. I was like, I'm in that place again. I'm just done. I'm done with it all. Mm-hmm. So that's what we're going to talk about today, because it happens, and it happens more than once throughout your journey.
Oh, yeah. It happens. I mean, it definitely happens more than once a year, often more than once a month. You know, there's just times when you are over, capital O, capital I, over it.
Yep.
Just enough. So we're going to talk today about the causes and solutions to the I'm really done syndrome.
Yes, we're getting real.
So I would like to just take a moment and let's just talk about our own personal moments that we've had in the last couple of weeks and what we think caused them.
Yeah.
Do you want to go?
Sure. Yeah, I'll go first. Okay. Yeah, we actually were, we got on to our session on Monday to record the podcast. And Sandi can read me so well. She knew right away that something was wrong. And it was just like, I can't do this. I'm ready to quit. I'm done. I don't want to do anything anymore. I just want to get rid of everything. I want to clear out I just redid my studio. It looks awesome. I'm so excited. And yet I'm in this zone of I'm done. And it was, I think, so many factors. I mean, we go through seasons in our lives where as women, our hormones are not balanced. We have family commitments. We're definitely in a year that is just uncertain and bizarre.
It's just so taxing.
Yeah. It's just everything. It takes so much energy to do it. Like I'll think, I want to go run to Target and get something. No, I don't want to bother. I don't want to wear a mask. I don't want to have to deal with people not smiling. And I don't want to do it. So I just don't. So I'm not even doing my regular routine kind of things.
Right.
I think I had some things on my plate that I shouldn't have committed to that were starting to stress me. The feeling of it coming down of like, oh my gosh, why did you say yes to that then? You need to rethink that. And I just think, just some self-imposed things and other things, just being tired, and it catches up to you.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just came off a few weeks where the pace of my life was insane.
Yeah.
I am a very quiet person in the sense that I guard my quiet time ferociously. And I've had zero. And I'm working many, many, many hours a day and not getting enough sleep, which is, well, let's just have a moment of silence for my husband right now. Yeah. It's hard when I don't get enough sleep. I can be a not nice person. I struggle to keep my balance, because I can snap. And, he's the safe zone. So, you take it out on those that we love. So being overworked, overcommitted, overtired, and that next is over it. It's just
that's right. Where you just go, it will be so much easier if I just stop doing all of this,
Can you imagine if you went on social media and said, I just finished this beautiful studio. It's for sale.
Exactly. Come take whatever you want because I'm done. I'm over it. Come on. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it happens all the time. So I want people to understand that when it happens to you, and it will, if it hasn't already, it will, that if you understand what's going on and have some solutions in your back pocket, it helps tremendously.
It does.
Okay. So let's talk about the causes. And I'm going to let you take the first one because I'm pretty sure you're relating to it.
Absolutely. Overcommitment and exhaustion. Yeah, absolutely. Just, and I think part of it too is that as I'm getting older, I'm starting to really get that sense of you cannot keep up the same pace that you did 10 years ago, 15 years ago, even 5 years ago. You cannot do it. I can do it for a little while, but then it catches up to me. And I get frustrated because I feel like I should be able to keep this up, go all day and blah, blah, blah. And, and I get plenty of sleep because I'm like you, if I don't get it, it's a bad situation. And so I really try my absolute best, but overcommitment and exhaustion, everything was just hitting me all at one time. And it was just like that feeling of, I just want to go to sleep and that's it. I don't want to do anything but just go take a nap because then I can forget about everything I have to do. So for sure, that's a big one for me is that overcommitment, realizing, oh my goodness, I have all of these things I've got to get done. And why did I schedule all of these things so close together? And what was I thinking? Yeah.
Right. Okay, the next one I'm going to relate to, and that's personal life issues. And that means when, the rest of your life, your family commitments, tragedies that come along, or illnesses that come along, or 2020 comes along, and everything, has to be put on hold, and 90% of your energy is going towards the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And the 10% you have left, you do not want to do art with it because everything's a struggle.
That's right.
And everything takes longer and it's just hard. So definitely personal life issues.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So the next one is bad social media experience. And that can come in different forms. That can come in the form of just getting an email from somebody that isn't very pleasant or very nice, or just somebody reaches out to you with a question and or they need help with something and they're just kind of, I don't know, rude about it. Yeah. And you're just like, wow, I mean, I'm happy to help you. All you had to do was ask. And in a nice way, it would have been awesome. There's a human on the other side of that keyboard,
Right.
It comes in different ways. It could just be somebody makes a lousy comment on your YouTube video, which I've had happen, or, or no one comments on your post and you're disappointed because you're not getting engagement. That can come in different forms for sure.
It can. Here's one that's happened to several people I know lately. There's a pandemic, no pun intended, of copying and stealing going on right now. And that is so hard when you have worked long and hard on something and then you look and someone is really just blatantly stealing what you've done, not even bothering to change it, just blatantly the same thing.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I know that is a lot to deal with, especially if you're new. You and I are used to it.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean we like it. And it doesn't mean that we're not going to say something to people like, hey, really? But yeah, when you're new, it's very hard to see your stuff just copied. And there's a lot of that going on right now. Okay, next one is a major art disappointment. And for me, it always looks like this. I dream, okay, I'm inspired. I know exactly what this canvas, this piece, this whatever is going to look like. I make it and it looks nothing like it. And I'm like so disappointed because in my head, it was fantastic.
Right.
And then reality, not so much.
Yeah. And then you're like, do I not have the talent or the skill? Because I really thought that it was going to turn out this way. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I saw it in my head. I should be able to do that. Right.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why we just think about making art. If we don't make it, then we won't be disappointed.
Bingo. Okay.
Oh, all right. The next one is frustration at your growth. This is especially for a lot of the newbies out there, but it does apply to those of us that have been, creating. And I find this sometimes when I want to take things to another level, kind of like what you just said, and you're just like, okay, why am I not getting better at this skill? Or why is this not, moving along? And that can be pretty frustrating for sure.
It can be.
Yeah.
And it goes hand in hand with the next one, which is doubt about your abilities. This is when, you are just sure that your talent is gone. If you ever had it, it's gone. Like it expired, like eggs or milk in the refrigerator. You left it too long. It's done. It's gone. It's soured. It's curdled. You're done.
Yep. You're never going to create again. Ever. Ever. Yep. All right. The last one is comparison. Yeah. This one's a bad one. Yeah. I mean, how many of us really, hands up guys, are scrolling through Instagram and you're just like, oh my gosh, why can't I do that? Oh my gosh. Wow. I wish I could do that. I wish I could sketch like that. I wish I could paint like that. Yep. And then you just start feeling like, oh, my work doesn't look like that, or I can't do that. And so comparing your work and yourself and your skills to someone else, it's no bueno, not good.
It is not good. No, and it's contagious. Okay, so let's talk about solutions. So if you have overcommitted and you're exhausted, let's talk about stronger boundaries and intensive self-care. Now, I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe you and I spoke about this last week.
We did. We did. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and Sandy's giving me the powwow because I think there's another one on our list coming soon, but talking to somebody, and she basically said, number one, the boundaries, but self-care, and it's sort of like, okay, what does that look like? And so for me, this past week, since we are on this subject, I literally took a nap 4 days out of the 5 days, and they were 2-hour naps. Like I just said, and I got up every day and said, what's the absolute minimum thing I have to do? And then I just floated through the day. I would read, I would, whatever. I sat in the studio and I just kind of rearranged some things. I took some photographs. I really didn't do anything that was like pressing. I did the things that were pressing, but not the things that were like, well, you could be doing this and you could be doing that. And then I went and got a manicure and a pedicure, which I do not consider to be a pleasant experience. I'm not one of those who enjoys the process of sitting still for all that time, but I love with my nails and my toes are done. So it's the after thing that I love. And then I texted Sandy and even told her, I said, this is what I did this week. And what else did I do? Oh, I went and got fresh flowers. Got flowers and did that. That was awesome because those always make me smile and happy. And Publix has the best chocolate glazed donuts ever. And so I got one of those, which was a treat. And of course, a coffee. So I just try to do little things and just say, all right, I'm not going to have this day be full of work. I'm just going to let it unfold. And by Friday, I was feeling a little bit better. So, and yesterday for us was Saturday. So I was feeling even better yesterday. So yes. And I did cancel 2 commitments I had and rescheduled them for after 2021. So that's awesome. Those off my plate were huge. So
yes, that's great.
Yep.
Okay. The next personal life issue is to take care of things that need to be handled first. Yes. That's what I am and been in the midst of is I have a huge commitment in my life that I have to take care of. I have an aging parent, things have to get done. And it just means that this has to get off my plate before my artistic mojo is going to completely come back.
Yeah.
It's draining.
It's draining. It's physical, mental, And then you're hard on yourself when the art's not coming, or you want to do it and you're just feeling like it's just not worth it, and
Yeah.
the pressure of it.
Plus it's constant interruptions. It's the phone calls. It's the FaceTimes. It's this appointment needs to be moved. This check needs to be written. When you're already tired and you're already overcommitted, when you are constantly interrupted, there's no way you can keep your flow. You just can't.
No, not at all.
No. Nope. I get gripey.
Nope. All right. The next one is vent to a friend. Shake it off. Do you?
Yes. And this is the bad social media experience solution.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's hard, I know, to say shake it off. I don't shake things off like that very easily. It's a tough thing to do. I think over time, you get maybe a little thicker skin to it.
Yeah.
Because you're just kind of like, this goes with the territory. And it's not something you really like, but you just kind of, And we've talked about this on previous episodes, where talk to somebody you trust and just, talk it through with them, and you'll come out feeling a little bit better at the end of it. Don't keep it in. Don't dwell on it yourself or ruminate on it. Talk to somebody.
Right. That's the worst thing you can do, because whoever did whatever they did to you is off,
I know it.
having a great time. Yep. You're the one sitting there stewing in your own juices.
Exactly.
That does no good.
Nope.
Okay. So how do you deal with a major art disappointment? You define what you need to get over the hurdle. Do you need a new class? Would that make you feel better? Would that help you get over the hump so that you feel better? What about an art book? What about new supplies? Maybe you don't have the correct supplies for a medium you're trying. Let's say you're trying watercolor and all you have is, you've borrowed the watercolors from your kid.
Yeah.
It's so far with those. Maybe it's time to step up to a little bit better supply.
Yep. Very good point.
Or paper. That can often help.
All right. So related to frustration at your growth, stop judging and give yourself grace. 100%.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think we say that again.
Yes. Stop judging and give yourself grace. Because see, here's the thing. And we've said this before, you're comparing what maybe your beginning is to someone's middle or someone's end. You just, you just stop doing that. Stop it. I'm hitting my hand. Stop it.
Yes. Okay. Let's say you're doubting your abilities. The solution is to hush the voices.
Yes.
And that means just whenever you start in, I'm not good enough. I can't do this. Like nope.
Zip
not
it.
Going there.
That's right. Nope. That's right.
We're going to play and experiment, have fun, and spread joy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And with regard to comparison, just stop it. It's not a fair fight. It's just not.
It's not.
No.
It's not. I mean, we can all pick someone that we would love to compare ourselves to. Like, when I look at this person, I wish I could.
Yep.
They probably have 20 years more experience than you do.
Yeah.
They've been doing this forever. They've written 3 books on the topic. Of course, you can't beat, you can't compare yourself to that.
That's right. Yep.
So it's not a fair fight.
It's not. Nope. But guys, be prepared, because these phases are going to come. But if you are prepared and you have some of these solutions in your back pocket, it will help shorten the duration of it, at least. And you know what? It's just, I know that each time I go through it, I think, no, this is the last time. This is it. Like I did on Monday.
So
I'm done. I'm like, I'm done. Like, seriously, I am. And, my husband's like, you're not going to be happy. You might be right now, but you're not going to be in a month. And I'm like, I know, but I don't want to feel this way. So you're going to go through it.
Absolutely. Hey, and if you need to quit for 3 days, quit for 3 days.
Yes.
Don't quit for longer than 3 days.
Yeah, that might get too comfortable. It's like, oh, I'm kind of liking these naps every day. Donuts. Yeah.
Yeah, but all of us know that we do this because we kind of have to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's in our blood.
Yeah.
We have to be creative in some form, and we won't be happy unless we are.
Yep, I agree for sure.
So, okay, we hope this helps.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for listening, guys. And if you want to leave us a comment, you'll find us on social. We'd love to hear from you.
Nicely, please.
Oh, yes. Yes. Very nice. Gentle words. Speak softly. All right, my dear. All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
Take care. Thank you for listening to this episode of Creatives Get Real.
We love hearing from you. So hop on over to Instagram and leave us a comment. And we also appreciate reviews on iTunes.
And you can find me, Sandi Keene, at sandykeene.com and my classes at popupartclasses.com.
And you can find me, Roben-Marie Smith, at robenmarie.com. And if you're looking for and need tech support, check out my membership site, makerstechu.com.